Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to chat. That's $3. That's a rookie. The All-Star, you get personal shout outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. So as soon as I see you, I reply before anybody else. Get early access to pretty much all my non-boxing videos there. $10 a month. Then we got the boxing pound for pound superstar for all my boxing boys and gals out there. Get early access to prediction and most of our boxing content, virtual video collaborations, and open debate. So, if you want to pre-record or go live and debate me for a whole video, you got early access to new videos, some of the videos in the All-Stars will too, and priority reply in the comments. So I see in the comments, you get priority reply. Instantly, that's $20 a month. So let me know what you guys think. Don't have a Patreon no more, so here's where you're gonna get some of that exclusive content I used to have on the Patreon. Peace. All right, man. We're gonna jump in this and get this done and out the way for the day. Appreciate everybody for thumbsing up the video, watching, sharing the video, subscribe to the channel. Please share it on social media, all that good stuff, man. Obviously, as you see, we'll be talking about what Javier Fortuna make Ryan Garcia ready for Tank. Wilder targeting Anthony Joshua Usyk 2 winner, and Colbert said he'd go ahead and take on Frank Martin next. So he said that fight should happen in October is when he expected to come back. So he manned up and took the fight. He ain't shy away like most PBC fighters do. So yeah, let's get into it. Make sure you guys check out the Boxing 101 playlist for more videos like this. If you're watching on Twitch or Twitter, make sure one day you join us on YouTube, Goodfella TV, right here on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitter and Twitch. Don't forget you can watch on live Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Also on the that you can listen to the podcast next morning on Apple, Radio Public, Stitcher, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. You can donate Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts. Pretty much we everywhere. So all majors. You got a podcast you want to join? Let me know. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, let's get into it, man, and start off with Deontay Wilder. We give Wilder the honors today. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Ricky E, shout out to New York City. Shout out to the brother Sumter, Cleo. Juice Lee was popping. Salute. Don't forget you can hit the link tree. It's pinned in the live chat or it's in the description. It's link tree Goodfella TV. All right. So also we got the link tree for Goodfella Podcast too. So you can find that in my Instagram stories and stuff of that nature. So apparently Shelly Finkel was saying now they are prepared to take on Anthony Joshua when they stopped the fight from happening and they exiled promoter Lou DiBella out the PBC Spear. Don't surprise me. This is what PBC do. They rather make fights too late than on time or too early. You didn't know, the Deontay Wilder Anthony Joshua thing was a thing a few years ago. It was a big thing, right before the Zone really started doing their thing, and they had the introductory press conference, and everybody was blaming Anthony Joshua for why the Wilder fight wasn't happening and this, that, and the third. Wilder said they had $50 million. I believe Anthony Joshua when he said he never seen $50 million, or something like that. So apparently you see it here, Deontay Wilder's co-manager Shelly Finkel has suggested that they could target the winner of Oleksandr Usyk Anthony Joshua rematch. Maybe the winner of Usyk and Joshua. Maybe if Joshua wins this huge fight in the UK. So now, remember years ago, they wasn't prepared to go to the UK. Remember that. Remember years ago, Ronaldo, salute. Remember years ago, they wasn't prepared. They wasn't going to the UK. They had $50 million and all this type of stuff. Even if Anthony Joshua lose, it's a big fight. It's a fight Stephen Espinoza said that might be bigger than Crawford and Spence deal. And like I said before, PBC, I'd rather Anthony Joshua have a couple losses. They'd rather Deontay Wilder have a couple losses than just doing this off GP. doing it when it could have been for Undisputed. Undisputed, it wasn't hot enough for them. As many people, I mean, there's more people there demanding that fight than it is now. Everybody, as an afterthought, be like, well, yeah, Wilder and Joshua is still a good fight. Wilder and Joshua is still a good fight. And the afterthought, people say that. But it's not at the forefront of boxing. And obviously, if Anthony Joshua wins, Tyson Fury is not going to officially retire. We know that. He's going to come out of retirement and fight Anthony Joshua. Now, there's a chance Anthony Joshua could beat Tyson Fury. There's a small chance. But now they willing to go over to the UK. Now they willing to travel to fight Anthony Joshua. Now, you could have did this years ago when Deontay Wilder could have avoided an ass whooping from Tyson Fury. Could have did this years ago. Come on. Could have done this years ago. You could have put Luis Ortiz in position to fight Anthony Joshua. I guarantee you Luis Ortiz, when it came in heavy, if he would have beat Anthony Joshua, not saying he would have like Ruiz did, he wouldn't have laid the egg like he did. You know, but like I said before, now it's a huge fight in the UK. Dog, they was telling you that years ago, Anthony Joshua was the bigger draw. People saying that years ago. Now all of a sudden they want to come to their senses. Now that Tyson Fury knocked a few screws in that man's head, and nobody asked him to take that fight.
Good job, Alham.
To this day,
nobody asked him to take that fight. Well, nobody like, you know what? I want to see Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Years before that, yeah, ain't nobody tell them niggas to go over there and mess with Tyson Fury. Should have left his ass right on that damn couch. Now they willing to submit to Anthony Joshua. Now they willing to say, well, let's go back to the table. What about when Lou DiBella tried to hook that shit up? What about when Lou DiBella tried to hook it up? Lou got exiled. Lou got exiled for no apparent reason. Lou was exiled from the game. Right? And he probably a sleazeball. I'm not saying he is, you know, but most promoters are. Probably a sleazeball. But now all of a sudden, now Deontay Wilder and them, now they want him. This is PBC. This is not a Joshua thing. It's not a Eddie Hearn. This is PBC. They want to give y'all fights when it's at the bitter end, when they can't squeeze no more out of a fighter. They can't afford to pay Deontay Wilder no more. Now, when you can't afford to pay him, now we'll lease him out. Now we're willing to work with Eddie Hearn. Same thing with Errol Spence. If he didn't have no more options, and this was his only option to fight Terrence Crawford, they had no other choice but to work with Bob Arum. This is what they do. They want to come to their senses after their fighters are worn and broke down, and they no more juice to squeeze out the goddamn lemon or the orange. This is what they do. When you could have made this fight years ago, okay, if you would have made this fight, you know, years ago before the Brazil fight, before the Ortiz fight, what difference does it make in Deontay Wilder's legacy? Come on. He beats Anthony Joshua, he beats him. You know what I'm saying? He's a big fighter, you know? He won't be splitting 50-50 and losing the third fight to Tyson Fury for 60-40 and 60 in Tyson Fury's thing. So, like I said, just let you know, man, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to build up their fighters. Now, all of a sudden, when this shit could have been done years ago, it had to be in America. It had to be over. Everybody knew Anthony Joshua was the A side. No matter what you said about Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua had a country behind him. No matter what you said, Anthony Joshua had a country behind him. So Deontay Wilder would have took less money. Whatever the low ball offer was, you took the money. You know, a lot of people felt that he would beat Anthony Joshua, right? If you would have had to do it again, so be it. You would have been undisputed champion. But like I told y'all before, Al Heyman don't want undisputed champion because then he got to pay them. He got to pay them money that they not worth to hit incentives in their contract.
Good job, Al Heyman.
And you just thinking like, who's the one that told Al Heyman to put these incentives in the contract? And obviously, it got to be something attractive in the contract to draw the fighter to sign with him. You got to be something in there to make the fighter draw to sign with him. But at the same time, here they go. I mean, how many years ago when Anthony Joshua won his own introduced in America? 2018? Hold on. How long ago was that? Because they introduced the fight. He fought. I think that was 2019. He fought Andy Ruiz. It was supposed to be Big Baby. So that was like 2018, 19-ish. Yeah, it was about then. right the year before the pandemic. You know, he should have fought him. But PBC want to have they want to have power, but don't have no leverage. You know, and when they got leverage, you know, they still don't make shit jump. So you know, at the end of the day, of course, you know, I think Usyk and Wilder is probably one of the most intriguing fights in boxing, if not the most intriguing fight. Both of these dudes are unorthodox in their style. That's a really intriguing fight. Can Usyk avoid the right hand of Wilder? And if he take the right hand of Wilder, can he absorb it? Anthony Joshua fight is just for validation. Belt or no belt. It's just to validate all the American fans who was riding Anthony Joshua dick to let them know that, you know, Joshua wasn't that good to begin with. That's all it'll be. It'll be for bragging rights. But in boxing history, it's been a lot of those fights that's been for bragging rights amongst the fans. You know what I'm saying? Fights that was beyond they caught they're behind their prime, but they still was valuable. So I mean, like I said before, Shelly Finkel would probably do a great job financially securing Deontay Wilder, but whatever boxing plan they following is terrible. You could have fought Anthony Joshua and retired a king, bro. You know how big it was. Deontay Wilder had all 4 belts, bro. Plus the ring belt. He knocks out Anthony Joshua. You know how big that is, bro? And maybe having that clout might be enough. Having the clout might be enough for him. Maybe they give him the decision versus Tyson Fury if they still fight. He drops Tyson Fury, and maybe they count Tyson Fury out. Maybe they give him the decision because, quote unquote, you got to beat the champ to beat the champ. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe they give Anthony Joshua, maybe they give Deontay Wilder the benefit of the doubt. You know how that would change the scheme of boxing, bro? This is just another plain example. If you Earl Spence, if you Gervonta Tank Davis, if you one of them dudes, this how your career gonna end out. They gonna seek a fight. They're gonna seek a fighter, you know, that you don't see. You're gonna get off the couch, or he gonna get the proper time to train and the proper coach. He gonna get serious. He gonna whoop your ass, and then you're gonna be right here back. Shakira and you and Devin Haney, you're both gonna be on top of their game, and you're gonna be sitting there talking about it's time. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be sitting there talking about it's time.
Hey, ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, man.
You know, you're gonna be sitting here, it's time. You're gonna be sitting here talking, it's time. I want you, Stallion. I want you. Ricky said PBC wants to make big fights when their fighters are 35 and up and out their prime. Shake my head. Yeah, now they want to be rational. Ain't no more damn motherfucking wick on Deontay Wilder firecracker no more. You know, that bitch just burnt out. You gotta light this firecracker on fucking fire to see if it pop. Shout out to something you said, jab the like button on the way in or on the replay. Now, you know, now they want to put Anthony Joshua. But the Usyk fight is probably the best fight, the most intriguing fight in boxing, even more so than Inoue and Fulton. You know, seeing Inoue fighting the slick Philly tough style, you know, seeing the floating fight, a real technical to the T, Inoue. But you got 2 unorthodox heavyweights. You don't get that. I don't mean as far as, you know, both Usyk being the southpaw, but you watching 2 awkward heavyweights. Obviously, Deontay Wilder in our minds right now, we haven't seen him come back. He's supposed to come back versus Robert Hellenius. In our minds, we think Deontay Wilder has more room for error versus Usyk, but you never know. That's a great fight. How Usyk can disarm Deontay Wilder of his right hand. But think about it too. Deontay Wilder gonna have to go out there if Tyson Fury truly is retired. He's gonna have to go out there and get that WBC strap. You know, if I'm Usyk, man, I'll probably beat Anthony Joshua. Who the next one up? I don't even know. I might beat Joshua retired. Fuck, I don't need undisputed. Shit, especially if Wilder get undisputed, I might retire. For what? What? Tyson Fury beat his ass. If I can't get Tyson Fury for undisputed, or AJ can't regain the WBC belt, and I beat AJ for a trilogy, what I want to fight Deontay Wilder for? I guess for clout in America, you know, so Americans can recognize you. What the hell I want to fight Deontay Wilder for? Man, me getting the last belt just a formality. If he beat Usyk beat Anthony Joshua, he going down as one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Top 20, top 25. I guess if he would beat Tyson Fury, you would hear people make a case for top 10. I guarantee you that. You know, just based off what he did at cruiserweight, people gonna make a case for him being in the top 10. You know what? I'm not gonna argue. A lot of people think Lennox Lewis is the greatest heavyweight of all time. I don't think Lennox Lewis is the greatest heavyweight of all time. He might be the most boringest fucking heavyweight of all time, but I don't think so. But that's kind of where you will be creeping at with it, bruh. If Usyk go whoop Wilder and Fury, bro, I'm not arguing. If a nigga want to say he the GOAT, man, I'm not gonna argue that, bro. Not. You know what I'm saying? If somebody want to say, if he do that, want to say Usyk the GOAT, I'm not gonna argue it, bro. Because everybody live in the moment. Everybody want to call Floyd Mayweather the greatest of all time, but if you know boxing, everybody know Floyd Mayweather ain't nowhere near the greatest fighter of all time. Let's be real. Henry Armstrong, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns, Roberto Duran. You know what I'm saying? All them dudes are greater than him. Roy Jones Jr. We can keep going on and on. Joe Louis, George Foreman. You know? So, you know, I don't really care about the wins and losses. Michael Nunn would have been better. Ike Anabuchi would have been better if he wouldn't go to jail. Michael Nunn, you know, great fighter. You know, guys like Donald Curry, Terry Norris, great fighters. You know, really great fighters, man. Up and down that scale. Hell of a fighters. Mark Too Sharp, hell of a fighter. But that nigga whoop on Wilder. If he whoop on Wilder and Fury Usyk, man, I ain't got it, man. I don't have no more criticism. Corey Lee was out to my boy. Go subscribe to Corey Lee. He was the first person riding the Usyk wave before he unified cruiserweight. If he go up there and he whoop Fury and Wilder, I'm gonna have to send him some money on that one. We ain't had no bet, but he was ahead of the curve on that. Usyk go in there and he take Tyson Fury. He beat Tyson Fury ass, man. Then turn around and beat Wilder. Only reason that he would have to fight Wilder is to get that admiration in America a little bit. The Klitschko's never really got that admiration in America. He would just want to get that pageantry, that one good time. I mean, he's fought in America. He fought Michael Hunter. I think he fought him in the DMV. He wanted to get that admiration, but man, he get the beating on Tyson. I think he beat Tyson Fury. And I'm willing to lose my money on that. I am.
Hadouken!
I'm willing to lose my money. I think he gonna
Hadouken!
Tyson Fury gonna beat the shit out of Tyson Fury, man. Tyson Fury know that. We gonna man pop, go Fury. Fury gonna beat the shit out of Fury. Yeah. It ain't gonna be no physical police brutality bash whooping either. It's gonna be a cerebral. He gonna disarm Tyson Fury, and Fury gonna try to lay on him all that shit. Usyk not gonna let that happen. You will see Tyson Fury again. Mark my words. You will see Tyson Fury again if Anthony Joshua beat Oleksandr Usyk. They might tell Tyson Fury. They might tell Usyk this time. I mean, AJ, just stay on your feet this time. They might tell AJ, just stay on your feet. We're going to give you the decision. Too much money involved with the zone. They said multi-$100 million deal, bro. You know, Eddie Hearn shiesty like that. I told y'all yesterday, and I did a video today if you missed it, where he was trying to take the Canelo, he trying to take the Canelo rematch away from Bivol. Come on. Eddie Hearn shiesty. Now you're starting to hear Dillian White been saying it for years. Eddie should pay me what I deserve. Derek Chisora said Lawrence O'Callaghan got an issue with him. Shit, we can go on and on and on and on. Like I said, now, you know, PBC and Shelly Finkel want some act right. They always want to give you some shit when it's stale, hard. You know what I'm saying? Freezer burn. This is what they do, man. But man, that's my opinion on it, man. I'm not going to cook too long. Alejandro said, what's up, Ryan Garcia? Not bust a grape if that was Tank or anybody else. Man, I'm going to get to that. Did Tyson Fury retire? That's what they're saying. I don't believe it. Johnson salute. He going to cuddle on Usyk. Man, Usyk not going to let that happen, Antonio. He understand leverage. That's probably what's going to happen. Usyk going to get robbed. I wouldn't put it past him. He trying to rob Dimitri Bivol of a damn title, bro. That shit's hilarious to me. But nonetheless, you have Ryan Garcia today versus Javier Fortuna, right? If you ain't seen the odds, I did a video on it. The odds are like Ryan Garcia is a negative he's negative $1,450. He's negative that. So Fortuna's a plus 770 as of right now, and it don't like those odds. Too many people put money on Javier Fortuna, so it don't look like those odds are moving in nobody's favor. So today they did a press conference. It was kind of like the Tago press open workout when it looked like him and Tago had fake beef and all that type of stuff. And they yelling and screaming. Fortuna said, "I'm told Oscar yesterday he gonna knock him out and he gonna do this to Ryan Garcia." Now Ryan Garcia, I mean, who he think he is? Marky Mark from the what's the name of them name, man? The Funky Five, whatever. Mark Wahlberg, old racist. Mark Wahlberg. He think he like, look at this nigga. How this dude wore a sweater vest with no shirt up under it. This nigga went to go try to be like Errol Spence and got a big ass chain. Come on, they sitting up there arguing, trying to sell the fight. He said that. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. He said that Javier Fortuna changed the weight to 140 because he said he came in the camp too heavy and he can't make the weight. So apparently they fighting at 140. Now, Ryan Garcia last fight with Emmanuel Tago changed the weight with Tago to catch weight like 139. So I don't know. He said that, Fortuna the one that changed the weight. If I'm Tank Davis, even though him and Tank won't be fighting for a title, I don't think him and Tank gonna be fighting at 135. I don't think Ryan Garcia can make 135 no more. I don't. I think Ryan Garcia changed that weight. If we being honest, Fortuna has fought at 140 pounds. The last time Javier Fortuna fought, and I'm not doing no live on this tomorrow. I'll be busy tomorrow, so I wanted to get this out the way. So I'd probably do a final thoughts video if I ain't too busy, but if not, it'll go up Saturday morning. So Fortuna fought in February, so maybe he is out of shape. He fought at 135 and he made the weight 135. Fortuna ain't fought at 140 since fighting Adrian Granados. I believe he missed weight versus Robbie Jr. He missed weight in that fight, so that's one of the reasons he probably got robbed, so they won't lose the fight. So, I mean, quite frankly, man, Fortuna is a huge underdog. Fortuna is a massive underdog tomorrow. Saturday, he's a plus 770. That means if you bet 100, you win $770 on Fortuna. You have to bet $1,450 to win 100 on Ryan Garcia. So they basically tell you that Fortuna has no chance over to go to over to the zone to win the title. And we all know PBC only starts sending their main fighters over to other networks when they don't have no other use for them. Let me make this clear. Gervonta Davis would have never fought Javier Fortuna. He never would have came into 2 feet of fighting Javier Fortuna. Never. He never would have fought nobody like Javier Fortuna. They let Fortuna come over and fight Joseph Diaz. And, Fortuna never would have Fortuna never would have got this fight if he didn't get beat by Joseph Diaz. He never would have got this fight if he got beat by Joseph Diaz. So, chew on that for a minute. But all this is a tune-up for Ryan Garcia to take on Javier Fortuna. That's all it is. Take on Gervonta Davis. And if Fortuna start tagging up Ryan Garcia and start beating up Ryan Garcia, they're not gonna make that fight. And I still think they might make the fight. They might make the fight still. Because they might be cashing out Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia can't beat Fortuna. How can he beat Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Regis Progress, Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez? He can't. He can't. Damn! He can't beat those guys. So they still might go through with the Tank fight, win, lose, or draw. Ryan Garcia said he wanted to retire by 25. Ryan Garcia right now is 23 years old? Come on, Ryan Garcia don't want to be a boxer. Who told Ryan Garcia to go up there with the sweater verse with no shirt on? Who told him to go up there like that, bruh? And they got a chain, and I don't even know how the tickets selling. They probably selling pretty good. We could check that out, but I think if he get exposed or he look fantastic and he get the early knockout like he's saying he gonna get versus Javier Fortuna, it's gonna be the Tank Davis fight regardless. It's gonna be the Tank Davis fight. Don't matter. Can he beat Tank Davis? Yeah, any given Saturday night he can punch. You seen Rolando Rolly Romero have some success with Gervonta. Why can't Ryan Garcia? They both ain't got no chins. So this is my opinion on it. You know, but let me see what these tickets looking like. So let me see what they got left. They're at the crypto.com arena, the arena formerly known as the Staples Center. Waiting for it to pull up right now, so bear with me. So shit, man, nigga, the bitch look like, man, they talking about what Calvin say. Well, Tank Davis, the Ryan numbers are live. Man, do they look live? Do they look live? When niggas from Miami say that, this look live, baby? Do this look live? Come on, this nigga moving only niggas with units in pimp juice and nuts. Come on. You got the Earl Spence tickets and $41. This whole bitch available. Come on, this whole available, bro. Where you want to sit at, Javier Logan? You up in here? He sold a lot though, low key. Well, I mean, I don't know what's cut off, but hey, it's blue everywhere though. But shit, he sold some in there. Wonder where LeBron gonna be sitting at. Yeah, he got some blue in there too. They got some blue in there though. I mean, how much the crypto hold? How much the crypto hold? Like 20,000. This is it ain't a football arena. 20,000. How much the crypto hold? How? I mean, how much the crypto.com arena hold? You know, see what it hold. But he ain't got the pony. Oh, 20 bands. 20 bands on me, got me feeling like I'm Tony hit the motherfucking stage moonwalk. Yeah, hold 20 for a boxing event. Yeah, it hold 21,000 for boxing and wrestling. So I mean, shit, it's still good to do that. But Tank Davis ain't never fight nobody like Javier Fortuna. Never. This nigga came dressed like a man, Marky Mark. This nigga got the Mark Wahlberg swag going on. Yo, man, Ryan Garcia like a cornball. Nigga got the hat to the back. Come on, man. Heavyweight division's trash as a whole. It's been trash for a while, but it heated up now. Ryan Garcia getting cooked at 140. Why Colbert taking the Martin fight don't make no sense. I don't know. Gotta ask him. Rob Rodriguez salute. He said we need the 80s and 90s style boxing back. We want our money worth. You ain't lying, man. They got the talent. Bro said he don't care about belts. Clown. Who said that? Ryan? Jared Anderson returns on the Pedraza's Comey undercard. Yeah, I know he had an injury, probably on the Fury and White undercard. He said, "What's up with this generation? Bringing back the 90s and early 2000 style, man, bro. They got him and Fortuna up there arguing." Oh, he said, "Yeah, Ryan. Of course, he don't care about belts because he ain't good enough to get one. He can't squeeze down to 130 and get a quick belt, right?" He can't go to 30. He can't win one at 35 because he's scared to fight him. And they said some other shit about him. They said quite a few things about him, man. Quite a few things.
Take the desperate of the world. Take the desperate for the rest of the world. Take the death. Take the death. Take the death and stop playing like your baby. Take the damn death, Lord. For the fans. For the fans. Not for me. For the fans.
So you catch my drift. So, I mean, like I said before, it's very interesting, bro. That nigga about the chain on. That nigga got the drip. Ryan got drip for sale. Yeah, Fortuna, man. Fortuna probably about to retire. How old is Fortuna, bro? Fortuna about to retire off this Oscar bag. Fortuna about to retire, dude. Hold on. Fortuna is 33, so he ain't too old. Fortuna just showing up for a check. But like I said before, I think he fighting a southpaw, but I don't really know if this gonna prepare him for Gervonta Davis. But I don't even think he prepared. I think Gervonta Davis in his mind fighting him is his world title fight, his pound for pound fight. You know, that's what I think. That's what I honestly think. You know, he made a lot. He don't care about a world title. He want to fight Gervonta Davis, get knocked out like Rolly, say he don't feel nothing, lead the ring. He don't want to get embarrassed by Shakur. He don't want to get embarrassed by Devin Haney. He don't want to get knocked out by Teofimo Lopez. He want to fight Gervonta Davis. That's who he want to fight. So that's his goal in boxing, and we'll see. We'll see, man. I think he retired after that fight. I think he'll flirt back, coming back with a rematch or something like that. But I think he retired after that fight. But, you know, Tank ain't really like that season either. Tank ain't really fought nobody neither. You know, he really ain't that season neither, bro. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, it'll be the fight of, you know, two popular fighters co-signed by Oscar and Floyd. They're probably gonna try to make it the rematch. They probably gonna try to make it the, you know, Floyd and Oscar De La Hoya rematch, and that's fine. That's fine. But that fight really ain't about shit, bro. And this fight is just, you know, Javier Fortuna being a sacrificial lamb. If he can score the upset, so be it. But I honestly don't see it, bro. Anthony Salute. Antonio said we can blame fighters or the promoters for the fights not getting today. Do they want to fight the best, or is the promoting holding them back? Probably a bit of the both. Probably, you know, I think any fighter get out there and want to compete. Once they start making some of these negotiations public, that should be hilarious. How much Javier Fortuna per? Oh, that's a great to talk about. Let me see. Wasn't even thinking about it. Let me see. Let me see. End off with this Frank Martin, bro. After this, so hold on. So I said Garcia earned $1 million guaranteed against Tagaho. He made about 3. It's not saying. Fortuna worth $3 million, they saying, but it's not saying how much they gonna make. They said it has not been disclosed. You probably get something on Friday about how much they making. So yeah, they don't have any purses yet. So Friday when they do the gloves and the commission and all that type of shit. But yeah, I said it is what it is, man. I don't really read too much into the shit, man. But you know, they always trying to sell a fight. And like they sold a couple tickets here, but I have to wait and see. But continuing on. Christopher Colbert said that he will get in the ring and take on Frank the Tank Martin, or the Ghost Martin. It should be the Tank dude, but he had to take on Frank Martin. All right. Now, a lot of people, just like somebody said in the chat, why would he take on Frank Martin? Like I said before, I don't know. I don't know, man, why he would take on Frank Martin. You would think he'd be trying to, you know, get back in the win column, right? You would think he'd be trying to get back in the win column, right? You know, win. Or trying to go after the UK guy who just knocked out Kenichi Aguawa. But, you know, a lot of people say in that interview, he looked a little bit heavy. You know, a lot of people say he looked like he's a welterweight right here. But like I said before, it's a good fight. Colbert don't run for no work. You know, he's supposed to be a boxing prodigy. And, you know, he lost to somebody he shouldn't have lost to on short notice. He said his body failed him. A lot of people seen after what they seen versus Hector Luis Garcia on a short notice. A lot of people think he's going to get knocked out by Frank Martin. But you got to remember, Frank Martin ain't been boxing that long. So the Chris Colbert to him, it just looked like, you know, for him, he going against, you know, a guy, you know, in my opinion, that he feel that that ain't been boxing that long, who ain't as talented as him. And he got the proper pedigree. That's all that is. He going to get somebody that he feel that He got a better caliber of pedigree against, and that's it. Yo. Yeah, my bad. My bad on audio. My bad on audio real quick. So we good. Let me know if y'all can hear me now. My bad. Y'all hear me? All right, bet. So that's my fault. But like I said, what I was saying about Colbert, I was saying that him and Frank Martin, Frank Martin got more fights than he do. You know what I'm saying? And and he turned pro 2017. And Colbert turned pro 2015. And Colbert fight 2 times a year. Colbert losing, and it don't look like he mad about losing. That's what it look like. It don't look like he mad about losing. So I mean, it is what it is. I think Martin to be favored, but I think Colbert got the talent to keep up and win. So I slightly favor Martin, naturally stronger guy, good punch. You know what I'm saying? But can Martin fight on the talent level with Colbert? That's the question. The Colbert talent been sliding. Maybe he lost needed to wake him up. But can Colbert fight on that level? I mean, can Martin fight on that elite level? He fought Jackson Marina as a solid fighter. That is what it is. But this is a totally different level that Colbert is on from a talent standpoint of view. From a talent standpoint of view, this is a totally different level. Right? So, like I said, it's in essence, it's damn near 50-50 fight. I'm damn near want to call it a 50-50 fight. I damn near want to call it a 50-50 fight. Because you got, Colbert is very talented. Very talented. Martin is talented, but Colbert just got the more experience, dude. That's just what it is. Good, we good. Gennaro, salute. So we good. He said it's Frank Martin. He's gonna be at 35. Chris Colbert said it's gonna be at 135. That's what he said. It's gonna be at 135. And if when he win, he gotta make a decision. Do he want to go down and get a belt or stay at 35 and continue to stay there? So, like I said before, Errol Spence got Frank Martin in a good fight. Very good fight. Very good fight. I didn't never thought about this fight, but that's what boxing do. One thing you know about boxing, they gonna give you in this era, they're gonna give you a fight that you never asked for. That's one thing we do know. They're gonna give you a fight that you never thought about, you never asked for. That's what they do. And ain't nobody asked for Frank Martin versus Colbert. Versus Frank Martin. Shit, they even talked about, Colbert and Rolly even have some words. But here we go. I think Frank Martin should be I think Frank Martin is probably the favorite in that fight. Probably definitely the favorite in that fight. So, but it's gonna be some money to be made off Colbert, and Colbert seemed like he's confident, but I don't think Colbert vested all the way in the boxing. I think it's just something that he do at this point. I mean, it sounds like Edwin Berlanga. Probably what messed up Berlanga's maturation process. You need to think he a rapper. When you young and you boxing, that's when you supposed to be at your most focused. You supposed to be hungry. You supposed to be getting every damn dollar. You supposed to be dominating every opponent. And New York athletes got a history. They have a long history of being skits or going off the edge. Whatever, if it's a basketball player, hockey player, football player, soccer player, whatever it may be, golf player, they got a long history of their fighters just going off the skits. It's just something that ain't right. Kenny Anderson, Stephon Marbury, Larry Brown, the coach. They got a long history of just crazy motherfuckers falling off the edge. If Frank Martin loses, let's see what his mouth and Duck DeSoto abandoned him. You might release that nigga right on the spot. Might release Frank Martin right on the spot. Might drop him like it's hot. Never know. I doubt it. But it's definitely a losable fight. A lot of people don't think. A lot of people ride with Frank Martin because he cool with Errol Spence. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be getting the buzz that he getting from people. But his talent, speak for itself. Errol Spence drive him in. His talent drive him back out. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm pulling for Colbert. Yeah, I like both of them. Frank Martin from Detroit, so I'm gonna ride with Frank Martin because he's from Detroit. But I love Colbert. Wouldn't be mad if Colbert won. So, y'all got any questions? I ain't gonna stay on long, man. I had a long ass day, man. So I wanted to speak to y'all because I'm probably gonna be live till like Sunday. If Fortuna win, I'm available. I'm going live after the fight. I'm probably going back to the hot tubs Friday. I don't know. Saturday, going to the movie, so I'll be out Saturday. So all the shit you see Saturday, I'll be more than likely to be pre-made. I'll probably, if I get the Fortuna and the Ryan purses, I'll do that Saturday. Final thoughts probably gonna be Friday. He said a date. He said it's gonna be Colbert said either September, October. Yep. So Gilly and Rick Ross is beefing, hilarious. He said Gilly has a name for Rick Ross' new podcast, the Rick Ross Start podcast. He said, I got your name for your podcast at Rich Forever, aka the Mickey Mouse Show. Yo, history ain't right. He said, F with me, you better leave that alone. So he called it, he called it the Lock It Up podcast with Rick Ross. Oh my God, them niggas is hilarious, dude. I should have did a video on that maybe tomorrow. You know, I should have did a video on that. That nigga called it the Lock It Up podcast. Oh man, these niggas is hilarious, dude. He said, I bought a horse. I bought a horse. I bought a horse. He said, I don't give a fuck about your damn horse, nigga. Oh my God, all these niggas, him and Wallow is mother freaking hilarious, bro. They are hilarious. But nonetheless, man, y'all ain't got no more questions, man. I'm gonna slide out. Don't forget y'all can listen to this tomorrow on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, the whole nine. Peace.